Police said they had a single goal when launching a week-long frenzy of noisy raids and arrests to disrupt outlaw biker clubs, which have been declared public enemy number 1 in Australia. Outlaw bikers are behind half of all large-scale drug importations into the drug-hungry country and run more than half of all clandestine drug labs, police said. In a national week of action, coordinated by most law enforcement agencies in Australia, 159 people were arrested, linked to some of the most notorious motorcycle club brands. One of those pinched, although not for drugs, was described as a Hells Angels chapter president. He's seen here walking to jail with dignity and restraint, proving he's learned a little something since his last arrest, which went like this.
I'm moving here. Out of the doorway. Oh, my shoulder. Corner boy, give me.
We'll come back to him in a moment. The mob reporter here with news of a huge sweep of outlaw bikers, declared the largest and most serious organized crime threat to Australia and New Zealand, and the stories of some of the characters and capers it reveals. Let me tell you about it.
Police! FBI! Open the door!
There's a national sweep every year in Australia of outlaw bikers, or bikies as they call them down under. Usually the national project chooses one club to pick on, but this year's sweep, involving more than 2,000 cops, ran for a week, ending August 6, 2023, and it targeted criminality rather than a club, and tried to hit those bikers seen as posing the biggest threats, investigators said. That typically meant those allegedly involved in drugs, guns, violence, and unexplained bikie wealth. They bagged Hells Angels, Mongols, Comanchero, Lone Wolf, and others. Among the dozens and dozens arrested are 2 people with a high profile. One of them, according to police, was a Hells Angels motorcycle club chapter president who has been in the headlines, and the other was an alleged Hells Angels associate involved in professional sport. The bikie boss was identified as Mustafa Hafizi of the Hells Angels Chinatown chapter, and here he is being arrested this week. This stands in sharp contrast to how he was captured before. He achieved some prominence and embarrassment when this video of a previous arrest was released. Hafizi and his lawyers fought to keep the police body-worn camera footage secret. You'll see why.
Oh, my shoulder.
Where's the key?
My shoulder.
Where's the
My
key?
f***ing shoulder. You f***ing assaulted me.
Just relax. Sit up.
My
Relax.
cameras are recording.
They are.
You're gonna get sued like 86. Don't touch my shoulder.
Relax.
Don't touch my shoulder.
Oi, stop it.
Off my shoulder. All my cameras are recording. Push me down the stairs like I'm a criminal.
Listen to me.
Please, don't touch me. Please don't touch me. I've got anxiety.
How can
I've got
I
anxiety with my shoulder, mate.
It was
Shut
an
up.
Oscar-worthy
Put your face
performance
mask on.
down the
Put your
thing.
face mask on.
Okay, Mustafa, you need to listen now.
Your leg. You're putting pressure on my shoulder that you
I'm
hurt.
holding you
Let
up.
go of my shoulder.
Get
you hurt.
up.
Shut the up.
Get up.
Yeah, go. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Corner boy, hit me. What the going on? What the is going on? Come here.
Afterwards, he pleaded guilty to assaulting his wife, but not guilty to resisting arrest, and the video was played at his trial, and then released by the court at the request of Australia's Telegraph newspaper. Despite the project's focus on guns, drugs, and violence, he is charged with financial crimes and released on bail. His co-accused, an alleged Hells Angels associate, has been identified as professional boxer Willis Meehan. Meehan's ring name sounds more alarming now he has been arrested in an organized crime sweep. He goes by the nickname the Hitman. But that's just boxing marketing. The son of a former heavyweight boxer, Hitman Meehan has been on the cusp of sports success for years. He first played in the National Rugby League, signed to the Sydney Roosters, but he played just one league game in 2014. His rugby career faltered after he was accused of headbutting a man and stealing his watch outside a casino at night. That incident may have foreshadowed his next chapter, one he seems better suited for: boxing. The 6'5" southpaw quickly earned a reputation as a promising boxer. After 12 professional bouts, he remained undefeated, winning 10 of them by knockout, courtesy of his powerful punch. Like this one, seen here in a 2019 knockout after only 44 seconds in the ring. Last year, Hitman was hit with other criminal charges, including break and enter, possession of stolen property, and drug possession. He pleaded not guilty and was released on bail. This time, now 27 years old, he was arrested for alleged possession of a pistol and ammunition, and alongside Mustafa Hafizi for tax fraud. Their case traces back to another alleged Hells Angels office holder, the secretary-treasurer of the Chinatown chapter, who was arrested in March in the same fraud probe. When his home was searched, police seized a cell phone that allegedly revealed his conspiracy with Hafizi and the Hitman. On the other side of the country, in Perth, a man and a woman with suspected links to the Hells Angels were also arrested. Their case is connected to 850 kilos of cocaine that was smuggled on board a bulk cargo ship. I told you about that crazy caper a month ago when 3 men were rescued at sea after the cabin cruiser they just bought with cash was floundering in the water. Police say they set sail to rendezvous with a large cargo ship. That ship was forced to dock in Australia for a search that eventually uncovered almost a ton of cocaine hidden inside a water-filled ballast tank. Now, since I released that episode, 2 members of the cargo vessel's crew were also arrested, the ship's master and its chief engineer, both from Montenegro. Police allege they planned to jettison the coke overboard to be picked up by the 3 hapless sailors. Now, these new arrests link that big league transnational plot to bikies in Australia. Elsewhere during the sweep, in a rural community 40 miles south of Brisbane, a search uncovered Hells Angels colours and branded patches and side rockers. New rockers suggest expansion was on their mind. In a suburb of Perth, police came for the Mongols, raiding its Rockingham clubhouse and seizing a rather nice-looking bike. In a Gold Coast suburb, an alleged member of the Lone Wolf Motorcycle Club was charged with drug possession. Also among those bagged is an alleged Comanchero Motorcycle Club member, arrested in a suburb of Adelaide, where a cannabis grow operation was discovered, police said. Guns police seized ranged from rusty rifles to modern credit card guns. Those are concealable, folding, single-shot pistols, the width and length of a credit card. Police say they pulled off 71 search warrants nationwide and hundreds of firearm prohibition order compliance checks. When the dust settled, officers said they seized $1 million in cash, 11 vehicles, 43 guns, and dozens of other weapons, along with an array of various drugs. As courts across Australia start hearing all of these cases, the anti-bikie cops will be preparing for next year. Please share a link to this video on social media to give it a boost, and please give it a like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. Tap the thanks button to send me a tip. Thanks for watching to the end.